Hi there, in my garden podcast today, I have been through quite a lot of pain with my relationship in strawberry land this year. The strawberry siren was on as I legged it into the garden, planted them out, happy days. 2-3 weeks later, nothing. Oh no! Do you know, I've just been upstairs to get my gardening gear on. It's lunchtime. I've had a conference call blouse on, which was pale cream thing. And I thought I'll just nip out, do a bit of lunchtime, look around, a bit of deadheading, maybe a bit of planting of something. Turn my back, get my little jeans on, my t-shirt to do the gardening bit, and it's absolutely chucking it down. Right, well, it's not a shower, clearly. I am determined not to waste my lunch break because I've got strawberries I need to sort out and they can't, I just want to get on with it. So there's enough room in the shed. Let's go there. We're going to do a mad dash down the garden to the shed to get these strawberries in to pots. So, you ready? Okay, so there's a bit of an urgency to get these 3 small strawberry pots into the shed. 1, 2, 3. And then another 3 from obviously the other side of the table, which means staying out in the rain even longer. 4, 5, 6. And then these big saucers. Oh, I say saucers, they're like really big pots, but they've got wide tops. So like a teacup, I suppose, would be a better way of describing it. Right. Brolly down. Oh, I think it's lightning off. I'm going to put in 3 strawberries. So 1 at 12 o'clock, 1 at 4 o'clock and 1 at 8 o'clock around the edge of the circular pot. The reason for using pots for the strawberries is because if you put them in the ground, it's fine, but you apparently have to put straw underneath the fruit so you keep it dry. When they're in the pot, they're lifted off the ground and the fruit can dangle, and it looks quite nice as well. They're quite nice. Now, this is my 3rd time lucky with strawberries this year. I have been through quite a lot of pain with my relationship in strawberry land this year. I started off with what looked like a very straightforward root sent to me, 12 roots, strawberry roots sent to me by an online gardening company, a reputable gardening firm. And I eventually got the roots through. They came packaged up quite nicely with urgent live plants inside. They literally came through the letterbox. They arrived on the mat. I scooped them up, and again it was a lunchtime situation. Left the office, dashed into the garden, planted them out. I had put the siren on. The strawberry siren was on as I legged it into the garden. Planted them out. Happy days. 2-3 weeks later, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, again, it might have been overwatering, underwatering. It was probably the soil I put them in was a bit too compacted. It didn't have enough drainage in it. I don't know. It doesn't seem right, though, that 12 plants wouldn't at least have a bit of a try. So what I've done is I've bought from the garden centre 6 established strawberry plants that all look brilliant, and if I cock this up, well, I'm just never gonna think about planting or growing strawberries ever again. This is my last chance. And strawberries, are you with me or against me? Because that's basically what it boils down to. So let's put them in these gorgeous saucer cups, and the rain's eased off. That's nice. I can nip out to my crock pot, which foolishly I've left outside. Now, bit of a problem here. Bit of a problemo. I don't have enough crocks to cover the base of this. I'm absolutely cleaned out of crocks. Let's see what I can do. So I'm going to cover every hole with 1 bit of crock. But you know what I've got? I might be able to use. When the kids were little, we used to take them to the beach, do stuff like that. And I think this is universal for all children, is that they just want to bring as much as they can back from the beach. So, Mummy, do you like this stone? Oh, darling, it's lovely. Have you noticed the little line in it? Yes, Mummy, it's lovely. Oh, can you put it in your pocket, Mummy? Yeah, sure. And you end up like laden down, or only weighed down, leaving the beach. Not only are you carrying the windbreaker, the picnic basket, the rugs, the wet towels. You've got some scowling children because they're hungry and it's like they don't want to leave the beach. Not only have you got all that, you've got these pockets of stones, pebbles, beautiful things with so many memories. And like an idiot, I go the full hog and I actually bring them the whole way home in my suitcase or in the car or whatever mode we're travelling by. And I think I'll use those in the garden. They'll look pretty on top of pots. I've now got far too many. So I'm going to do crocks in this pot. Good old-fashioned little crocks. And in the other one, I'm just going to put a bunch of rocks or a bunch of pebbles off the beach and see what happens. Might be a bit heavy to carry, but we'll work on that later. Right, okay. So there's one pot done. We'll do the other in a minute with the stones. And what I'm going to do in here is just put some classic compost. I'm not going to bother putting perlite in it this time because I know this compost is brand new out of the bag. And the roots on the strawberries are already very established and strong and powerful. So you should be able to punch the... Oh, I've done it again. I've started without gloves. Yeah. Splash off my hands in that saucer there. Right. Where's a towel when you need it? It's not the kind of thing you furnish your shed with, is it, a towel? Right. Oh, hi, Joey. Hey, how are you? Yeah? You're all wet, aren't you? Did you have a good walk with the girls? Yeah. Oh, I love it when you're dead pleased to see me, which is every time. Really pleasing. Okay, right, you can leave now because I've got a thing to do. Go on then. Thanks. Oh, back again. Oh, hello. Yeah. He's kind of pushing my hands out of the pot to say, don't do that. Don't do that. Look at me. Cuddle me. Touch my ears. All right, mate, off you go. All right, compost is just being a little lumpy, so I'm just squidging it and running it through my hands and, you know, crumbling it basically, like you would make a crumble, I suppose. Bit of marge and sugar in there, been lovely. Butter and sugar, butter, much nicer. Right, okay, so that's not very full. Oh gosh, you know, sometimes it's not like on telly, is it, where everything just happens. They go, here's one I made earlier with like the compost readily available. I've actually got to find some compost from somewhere else now. Open another bag, drag it over. Oh, blimey. Right, okay. Right, let's get the scissors in the top there. I had persevered for many a year with just thinking that secateurs were like scissors, but you can't quite cut into compost bags with secateurs. Or you can, but you know, why would you make life difficult? Now, I've been on Instagram with the old My Garden podcast. What do you call it? A page? Yeah, I guess so. And of course I'm drawn to so many other gorgeous photographs of people's gardens. And I actually had garden envy. You know, like, had a breathtaking, ooh, I like that. And then I saw another one and I went, ooh, I like that one as well. So I realised that you might be drawn. I might be drawn to just having a bit too much garden envy and forget to be grateful for my own efforts. Forget to notice the abundance in the garden of my own creation while comparing myself to others. And then I remembered that there is always going to be someone who is better at gardening, or who has a more established garden, or whose strawberries are bigger. And there'll always be someone better looking than you, richer than you, happier than you, slimmer than you, blah blah blah, and life goes on, you know. So Instagram's great. I don't think its intention was to make us all feel small and insecure. Its intention is to share joy, which, unless you're conscious of, you can actually get drawn down that, ooh, I'm not good enough thing, can't you? We're all prone to it. So I've been sharing my own efforts at my garden podcast, a few pictures of the plants and vegetables and fruit that relate to each podcast episode. So I'm looking forward to taking a photograph when the rain stops and when the sun comes out of Cordyline Corner from a couple of episodes ago. It's very delightful. There's a wisteria bit, there's a rhubarb bit, mighty fills in there, and of course the unwelcome cordyline, which is now a nice bit of the garden. So, right, okay, so the teacup is full of compost. It's all dry. I haven't bothered to water it in there because, as you heard, the strawberries have actually had a massive soaking, and it's been thundering here in the UK for the last storming? I don't know. We've been enduring storms in the UK for the last 3 days, so it's absolutely tipped it down. Right, okay, we're going to start with 12 o'clock with this nice established plug plant, basically, of strawberryage. I'm going to point it slightly out of the saucer bowl. It's not going to be upright like a normal plant would be. So 12 o'clock's gone in. The first trio of strawberries. Now, bear in mind it's mid-June. I'm probably a bit late to the party. I'm a bit of a late adopter of most things, actually. I've just bought a greenhouse. You know, cheap little, you know, get on with it greenhouse. Which arrived a few days ago, ready to assemble. It's not assembled yet. And of course, I'm a bit late to the party for this summer. But I didn't realise I was going to have quite as much time as I have to do it in. So I'm looking forward to that next year. So there's no hurry on things. Anyway, hopefully these strawberries won't let me down. I'm looking forward to strawberries and, I was going to say cream, but I'm dairy intolerant, so cream alternative. And that's going in at 8 o'clock. Great, okay. Nicely done. Just like on telly, haha. There we go. Brilliant. Now, I don't know if I can lift that. I hope so, because it's actually blocking my exit. Oh, God. Right, plop it in the saucer. Ah, the rain stopped. Birds are tweeting. It's nice. I'm just going to use these saucers that are full of new rainwater. There we go. Job done. That's great. So I'll get on and do the next trio in the same manner, and look forward to a Wimbledon summer. Strawberries and cream.